Hi. Hi, Cootie. This weekend was quite the wild ride. Saturday night, my partner got sick and has been very sick. We think it's noro. So that was a lot. He basically spent the night in the bathroom, which is right over my room, so I woke up pretty frequently. Then yesterday, all throughout the day, to kind of keep him quarantined, I made, broth and Pedialyte, that's what it's called. And that way he could just stay in there. I'm hoping I dodged the bullet on this. We won't really know for sure for another probably 24 hours because it can take up to 5 days. So, after exposure. So, and Saturday night, we made dinner and watched 4 episodes, I think 4 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So we were sitting next to each other in my room for what's 4 episodes? 3 hours. And he was holding Desi and stuff, and then is ooh, I don't feel too good. And noro can be transferred to dogs. And Desi is on antibiotics for some stuff going on with her mouth, her little teeths, which kind of typical for dachshunds as they get older. We won't really know probably until tomorrow if Desi and I dodged the bullet. Last night I crashed early and slept for 10 hours. I was just dead to the world. I woke up to my alarm and took my pre-breakfast supplement, rolled right over and went back to sleep. So I'm you know what? I think I needed it. It's okay. So yeah, it is actually just a little bit after noon. I got up late and it's fine, It's I'm just grateful that I can get the rest that I need right now. I also got my period, so I'm cramping. And I am just grateful that I can take it slow today and not really be worried and anxious about work stuff. So, silver linings. Silver linings. We're just taking it one day at a time around here. It seems to be a theme, doesn't it? Oh, hi. You gotta stay there. I'm talking to the camera. Or, excuse me, I'm talking to the good people who watch my videos. She looked at the door when I said that. No, stay. She just really, really wants attention. Actually, no, she wants to go see what's up. She thinks somebody is home, which he is, but you can't go see him right now. I'm sorry, he's in quarantine. No, stay. She stayed so well. Hi. Hi, Cootie. I think today I am going to work on more editing. I was able to get 2 vlogs edited. Well, okay, I want to say last week, but technically because of how everything went Saturday night, I didn't edit, but I did finish it yesterday. So on the calendar, was it last week? Maybe not in America, but in places where their calendar week starts Monday, I did get it done last week. But anyway, I got it done, exported, uploaded to YouTube, and a thumbnail, and it's scheduled. So it is next week's episode. I am quite proud of myself, and I think I'm kind of on a roll with editing, so I think I'm gonna keep that going today. I might have to run over to the grocery store for some chicken noodle soup if he feels up to eating some. I don't think we have any. I've just been making him broth. So if that's the case, then I might be doing that later. Hopefully the cramps will let up enough to do that. We shall see. It's going to be an interesting day. It's going to be an interesting day. Maybe not in a good way. I think that's about the whole update from the weekend. So, never a dull moment, as we say around here. One of my friends and I have that saying. It's between the two of us, it's never a dull moment. There's always something going on in our lives, and it's every time we see each other, we will go 6 months, maybe a year, between seeing each other because we're just both so busy with stuff. And she just had a kid and like all this stuff. And it's like every time we get together, it's like, oh, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And it's like, man, never a dull moment, still holding true. Got it. So yeah, never a dull moment indeed. That's 2 weird weekends in a row, because the weekend before we had the massive, like the severe storms and no power for a day and a half. And then, so like my sleep was like all jacked up. And then this weekend, my partner gets sick. So that's all weird. That's like, can we please just have like a boring weekend? Like a boring week and weekend? Like, actually, honestly, give me a boring month. Like, maybe not boring, just calm. Calm. I need March to be a calm month. Wrap up this quarter calmly. Is that too much to ask? Please? Like, it can still be, we can have like fun things happen, excitement, maybe some interesting outings. My birthday is next month, so like, that kind of stuff. But otherwise, no storms, no power outages, no sickness, no Desi teeth drama. Just leave it all in February. I don't think I'm asking too much. I really don't. That's the weekend update. I'm gonna dive into editing and see how far I can get. It feels really good to be getting caught up on these vlogs. So that way, I think I mentioned it before, where I film and then I edit what I film the next week. So that way there's less of like a smaller lag. So that way I'm kind of fresher on what happened and I can remember things a little bit better, because it has been a little bit challenging going back, like, however many weeks, and editing. It's like, oh wait, what did I intend for this? Or, things like that. And then also like I, posting or editing the one from the week where I was let go, that was a little dredged up some stuff. I was like, ooh, okay, I need to get caught up on my editing. So that is the goal. This week, if I edit 2, I will be caught up. So that is what I'm going to do. That, I've been getting a lot of really cool ideas for my novel, so I'm going to be working on that. Obviously, job searching, stuff like that, that goes without saying. So if I don't mention it in every vlog with my, like talking about my plans, that's why it goes without saying, and I don't want to be like a broken record. So just know the job search is a constant given in the background. Just because I don't talk about it, I do also have some ideas for some digital products that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And I thought, you know what? Why not? Why not just go ahead and work on them? So I have my Etsy shop set up and ready to go. It's called Cosy Made Co. COSY, just like my channel, Seeking a Cozy Life. Anyway, so it's called Cosy Made Co. And I don't have anything up in it yet, but I have some ideas. I want to make minimalist, ADHD friendly designs for like wall decor, cell phone themes, that kind of thing. And then I also would like to make some desk mats for people's cozy desk setups. So like bringing cozy, minimalist, ADHD friendly, like all together. That's my goal. That's the rough outline for this week. Edit 2 vlogs, work on digital products, job search, work on my novel. 4 things. And rest a lot. So that is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to bring you along. I hope it's interesting. We'll probably have a journal session in there somewhere. So I think it'll be a pretty good vlog. I better get to work. So I will check back in with you later. Just had some lunch and watched some YouTube. Cramps are definitely better. So yay. Also got another section of editing in a vlog done. I kind of like in my mind section it out like each day of the week on the vlog, is like a section. So got another day edited. Decided to take a little bit of a break and play a Steam demo I'm really excited about. I saw somebody playing it on YouTube, like a slow play, no commentary, and it was just so calming and relaxing. I was like, man, it was like right before bed, and I was like, man, this is like really nice. So I just actually like lay down and watched, and it put me to sleep. Like, it was just so calming and relaxing. I was like, be a nice little brain break. So that is what I'm gonna do, and then get back to editing. But yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day. You can't really see because it's just if I wasn't cramping, it would be the perfect day. It's 64 Fahrenheit. It would be the perfect day to go up to the lake and walk around on the golf cart paths. But probably should not stretch my luck with the cramps. Should probably just stay home and relax. I'm gonna game for a little bit and then get back to work. I am in love with that game. Oh my god, I cannot wait until the full version comes out. I organized a whole camper van. Like, it was so cute, and like, it was so relaxing, and just like scratched that itch in the back of my head, like, organizing but I could do it sitting here with cramps in a cozy cardigan. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I cannot wait for the full version. I wonder when it's gonna come out. I'm gonna get back to editing now and see how it goes. It's actually been pretty quick. So I think the one that I'm editing right now will probably be a pretty short one. I don't know, I always think that, and then they always end up being like an hour. We'll see, but I think that I'm making really good progress. I'm already 2 days into the vlog, and looking at the footage I have left, yeah, it's going to be a very short one. But, that's okay, because sometimes there will be weeks when I don't have a lot going on, I don't have a lot to share, and that's okay, At least I hope that's okay with you guys. I can always find more to ramble about. It's just been nice to have a chill day. It really has, after so much going on over the weekend and last week with that multi-day migraine. I think it was like 2 days or 3. I can't remember. I'll find out when I get to editing last week's footage. I'm kind of glad that game was only a demo, because it would have kept going and going, and I might not have gotten back to editing. No, I would have. But it would have been a lot harder, whereas I played through to the end of the demo and it like wrapped up very nicely. So I'm gonna get back to it on editing. It'd be great if I could finish the whole vlog, since it is probably going to be a short one, but I don't want to push myself to try to do that and then not get other things done that I need to. So I guess we'll just see how the time goes and how long it ends up taking. And I will check back in with an update later this evening. It's a little bit after 7. I am starving, so I'm gonna go try to figure out what I want for dinner. Nothing really sounds good, so it might be just a simple like oatmeal dinner night. I try not to do that very often, but I'm cramping, and when I'm cramping I don't want to stand up for very long, so that might be the best option for me. I ended up editing a whole vlog, so that's done. And then while I was exporting, I was like, gonna go ahead and hop on Indeed, and the first thing that popped up was something that looks really, really good. So I went ahead and applied, which also involved recording like a short introduction video. So I did like 50 million takes. Finally got that sent off just now. Had to update my portfolio a little bit. I included something from my last job, so that was kind of cool. A web design. So yeah, that felt really good. The hourly would be really great. part-time, which is what I was hoping for, and centered around branding. Although they do also have a web designer position available, so that could be something where maybe I could do both. I don't know. Just a quick update there. Feeling really good about how much I got done today. So I think it is time to unplug from editing and job hunt stuff and all the things to go relax with some dinner. And I think I will call that a wrap on today. So I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. I just got back from the grocery store. My partner's still feeling sick, so I had to go get him some more Pedialyte, chicken noodle soup, got some more Lysol wipes, like all of that. And I really can't complain because it's actually a really, really, really pretty day out. Like blue sky. It is 63 Fahrenheit, so I rode with the windows down. It was really, really nice. Cranked up my music. So that was fun. I wasn't planning on getting out today, but I'm kind of glad. So that was cool. And then by the time I got back, the mail was here, including my little mini Happy Mail package that I wanted to share. So I thought I could go ahead and open that up and share that, and then probably work on some more editing. So I'm going to put you on my desk and let's open my package. All right, so here's my package. Came in this adorable custom mailer. Here's the shop. It is probably my favorite Bookish merch shop online, at least for what's in this package, which is, if you are familiar with her shop, you'll know. So let's see. So first off, oh my gosh, it's a drink cozy. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. And it is the perfect size for a venti. Oh my gosh, I love it. This is the print. It's like her print. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. And then here is the rest of it, which is stickers. Yeah, I'm so excited. I had one on my laptop from her shop, but it was a sticker that my ex-best friend gave me, and I was looking at it one day and I kept feeling really anxious every time I'd look at it, and I couldn't remember why until I realized that it was because she had given it to me. So it was weird because like my subconscious or my body remembered, and I had like these anxious feelings even though I actually forgot. So I pulled it up off of my laptop and was like, you know what? I'm gonna see what is in the shop. So I've got a little mini haul here. Okay, thank you for your order. Please go online and leave a review. Yee. I've been getting her stickers for years and I love them. Okay, so first off, I had to get this one. I had to. It's my colors. I love it so much. And then, I hope these are focusing. I'd rather be reading. So good. And then, let's see. Okay, so this is Farah's bookshelf from Akatar. Love it. I love it. Next we have just kind of a plain bookshelf. It's not like themed, because I know she has a bunch from like Akatar and like different series where the book titles are like themed according to whose bookshelf it is. This one was just more of like a general one, but I loved it because it has like the blush pink and then like the moon and stars. So yeah, these colors really spoke to me. Kind of like a nice sagey green, pretty blue, and then like the blush pinks. So yes. And then I got Starfall. And then I got one with the moon and stars by itself. I think it was called like Starfall or something. I can't remember. It'll all be in my Throne storefront, and I will link in the description. So there's that. I'll probably have to make like a whole collection on Throne for just like Bookish merch that I love. It's probably going to be how it is. And then I had to get this one. Absolutely, I had to. I absolutely had to. There's no way I could resist. And then on that note, oh my gosh, I love it so much. I got this one. Eee. Love it. And what you can't really see on the camera is that there's a bunch of like white, there are like white designs around them, and this is like a transparent sticker. A lot of these, actually I think all of these are transparent back stickers because I just like them. Like to put them on like a laptop or a tablet or something. And then I got this, which again, you can't really, well, maybe you can. It looks like it might be picking it up a little bit. It's basically like flowers and leaves in the shape of the moon. And it's white on a transparent background. And then I got this book, which is an open book with flowers, and it's white with transparent backing. So can't really, but you'll see them in my throne. And what I'm thinking is I will do kind of an arrangement of these on my laptop, but I'm not sure what I want to do. So this is my MacBook Air, and I've always left it plain, except for one sticker that I had on the inside right here, just so I could see it when I was on my computer. I guess I could do like maybe this one, like the "You Are Magic" on the inside, because it fits really nicely there. And I'm right-handed, so I always use like this hand. So this side is usually open, like visually. So, and then I was kind of thinking it would be really, really cool to do, so like, you know, it's sitting here like this, to do that up there, like it's coming from the top of the laptop. And then I also thought about doing the books down here. I thought about doing this white book like around the apple or something, or the moon. Like, I don't know. I'm just like trying to think. I don't know. I may not, but I do know one thing. I do know one thing. These are going to start out in my sticker book first. So let me grab that. Okay, so this is my sticker book. And it's also from her shop. Love it. Love this thing. I have quite a few stickers, and there is still so much space. Like I'm not even halfway. I'm maybe like a third of the way into the sticker book, and I have so many stickers in here already. Maybe I can do like a sticker book tour sometime. And I love being able to have them in here because I know that they won't get lost. I know that they are safe. And when I'm ready to use them, like they're ready. Like, you know, and I feel like it's a lot easier to keep track of everything. So the only problem is like once I put them in the book, they don't have their backing on. So like if I wanted to do like a little layout on my laptop ahead of time, I really couldn't. On that note, maybe I will leave them on the backing for now. You know, when I go sit at a cafe and write, it's on this laptop, and I feel like it would be really fun to have like bookish stickers that kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'll think about this a little bit more. Maybe I'll think about this a little bit more. The main thing is I don't want my laptop to be like super cluttered. Oh, I just had a thought too. I was really planning on upgrading to a MacBook Pro later this year. And I know from personal experience of having to take that sticker off that they don't, like this metal, even though it's like really smooth and everything, you can't like just peel the sticker up. It does get damaged. Okay, well, I'm gonna think about this some more, and I will update you with what I decide, because I feel like that would be fun to do. In the meantime, I'm gonna put them back into their little thingy and slide this into my sticker book so that way it is safe. I'm really excited about the job that I found to apply for last night. I think I mentioned it. I haven't heard back yet, but they said it could be a couple days. But anyway, I'm just feeling very hopeful and enjoying having some downtime still. I felt like last week was kind of jittery is the only way I can really describe it. Like I still felt like anxious and jittery from like the leftover stuff from that job, from all the chaos. And I couldn't really, like, it kind of passed in a blur, but it didn't feel like I had really released everything. And now I feel like I can actually like relax. Like some of my favorite things to do are actually starting to sound fun again, you know, because like last week I just kept feeling like nothing sounded fun, just kind of in a slump. So I'm starting to feel like doing things, which is kind of fun. Like I can actually enjoy and like I can think straight. I think that's probably the best. Last week I didn't feel like I could think straight. And I probably didn't let on in my vlogs because I really didn't know what it was or that it was happening necessarily, just that I felt like I was in a funk. But this week looking back, I'm like, oh, I just wasn't able to really think very well. All right, I am gonna put my stuff away, get some editing done, have some lunch, and see how I'm feeling. So I will check back in a bit. Hello! I just got dinner put in the air fryer. I'm doing a salmon fillet with some sweet potatoes and asparagus. So proud of myself. I'm actually having a well-rounded meal tonight after having oatmeal last night. But the cramps have continued to be okay. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to capitalize on it. I have energy. I'm in a good mood. Yeah. We are adulting over here. We are adulting. And it feels good. I was on Instagram earlier and there was a reel with a song, and I had to like track it down because it didn't show in like the audio what the song was. It just said like original audio for some reason. But I found it, and it was the song 3 Strikes by Terror Jr. And it's a vibe for my novel. So I was thinking about it, and just randomly, like there will be like a vibe, like a song will have a vibe that makes me think of my novel. And it's like, oh, cool. So I add it to my playlist. And typically I'll just be thinking, like stream of consciousness, just kind of like all over the place with my novel. Maybe like listening to the lyrics and something will pop out or whatever. In this case, I don't think it really had anything to do with the lyrics per se. I was thinking about like some upcoming plot points. And I got a really cool idea. So now I'm going to put the idea in my Notion so that I don't forget. Because I have everything organized for my novel in a Notion where I keep all of my character profiles, creature information, race profiles, even places, inspo stuff, even like scene snippets. So like sometimes I'll be thinking about something and just even like sometimes one line of a conversation will just pop into my head and I'm like, ooh, if he said that, then how would she respond? And then I like write like a little snippet. Or sometimes it'll be like a full scene. So I keep everything in Notion. But anyway, I'm just like, I was like listening to that song and like dancing around in the kitchen while I made my dinner. And it was just so cool. And I don't know, I feel like I'm in a really good place right now. And I'm starting to get to where I feel at home in my body. Like my body can talk to me and I listen. And like, I truly love my body. And I don't know, it's such a cool place to be right now. And I don't know, it's just, I'm in a good mood. So I wanted to share. Oh, I have some ideas for the next plot point that's going to happen. I think I will kind of sketch out in my next chapter document. And then by then it should be time to eat and have therapy. So let's just plan on me checking back in after therapy for another update. Just in case I don't, though, I will see you tomorrow. But my plan will be to check in later. So I'll be back.
Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow the lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? wanna be liked by everybody in sight, but trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light, alright. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing.
Good morning. It is a beautiful day. It's almost like it's in the mid 60s Fahrenheit. Honestly, this cardigan is a little bit much, but I was chilly inside, so I left it on. But it is just a spring preview over here. I'm enjoying it before the pollen really hits. Okay, plane, go away. I'm trying to record. Okay, the plane is gone. Hopefully it's a bit quieter in the background now. But yeah, it's a lovely Wednesday. It's a little bit later in the day. I've just been getting up a little bit later because I've really needed the sleep. And I'm just enjoying being able to, while I don't have a stricter schedule, due to a job. Just kind of chilling, honestly, and enjoying it. That was a woodpecker. Sounded like a pileated woodpecker. They make those kind of funny sounds. That burp. So yeah, Desi is sniffing around over here. Hey, Desi! Hey! Hey! Come here! She's like, don't bother me, I'm sniffing. Oh, I hear a chickadee out there. I hope the microphone picked it up. I love hearing chickadees. They're my favorite little, yard bird. Wild bird, whatever. I love chickadees. Always have since I was a kid. Fun fact, chickadee was my mascot or logo for my first yarn brand, Annie Yarn, back in the day. Oh, I just heard a hawk too. In case you can't tell, I am a big bird watching fan. My grandfather was 2 and taught me so much about birds and gave me the National Geographic North American Wildlife Guide back in 1992. So I've had it for a long time, and I still pull it out when I see a bird that I'm not familiar with, or if I see a big bird up in the sky and I'm not sure about the silhouette, I'll consult the book, because the big birds like vultures, hawks, eagles, they all have unique wingspans, and you can tell by the shape what bird it is, even if it's just a black silhouette against the sky. So, fun fact. Anyway, I'm really into birds. I love birds. I can't wait until I have a place of my own where I can have a bird feeder and enjoy bird watching. Desi loves watching birds too. I feel like she would be the kind of dog that, you see those videos of dogs where they're around the little chicks, little baby chicks, and they're just sniffing them and cuddling them. That would be Desi. That would be Desi. She would want to play and cuddle them. So, speaking of Desi, I think she's done with her business. Got some graphic design tasks to work on from a friend. So I'm going to do that and just kind of hang out. I need to finish editing another vlog. I ended up not touching it yesterday just because I needed a break from it after powering through 2 back to back. But now I'm ready to get back to it. So I think I'll do that today. And then maybe play the new Fortnite update. Don't know yet. I should get inside. Need to wash my hair too. Wash my hair, wash my face, get things done. I also need to do a load of laundry. I did 2 yesterday. Blankets from when my partner was in my room watching TV the night he got sick and we didn't know. I was like, I'm just gonna wash the blanket you were sitting on. and the cover for my reading pillow. So I did that, and then I washed towels. Anyway, I'm rambling. I keep saying I'm going to go do stuff, and then I ramble some more. I guess it's just fun to talk to you guys. But it's probably boring to you guys. So I am actually going to wrap up here, and I will check back in later. Okay, so that thing happened again where I thought about something, and then within a few days it popped up. Like, okay, so with this one, it kind of goes back to that masterclass that I mentioned that I did. I want to say, gosh, I don't remember how many vlogs ago, but I talked about how much like they wanted to do, like, charge like, $2,500 for that 8-week thing and like all that stuff. And I was like really discouraged because it was basically talking about creating like a digital offer, which I have so many ideas for, and there's one in particular. And I realized, I was like, I need to find that sticky note that I wrote down my idea on and start learning how to make it happen. I looked everywhere for that sticky note and I could not find it. And then I remembered that I threw it away because I was feeling discouraged. And I was like, skip this, whatever. And I threw it away. So I was feeling really down in the dumps, and I was like, well, dang. Like, between jobs, I have time to work on that. Like, that would have been amazing to have. And then this morning I get an email from the person who did the masterclass, and they're offering a very affordable self-paced mini course that basically covers the same thing as that $2,500 course. And it was within my budget to do. So I nabbed it, and I'm getting started right now. And I was sitting here and I was thinking about it, and I was like, there's something about this that feels important. And then that's when I realized. So I wanted to pop on and share that, because I realized also that this is how I can know that I'm on the right track. So this kind of ties into my human design, because my authority is sacral. And basically that means that my gut feelings are very important for how I make decisions and how I move forward. I'll just read you a snippet from the Human Design app because it's going to say it a lot better than I could. When life sends you something it wants you to do, you will feel a rush of excitement throughout your whole body. This is your cue to say yes to it and pursue it. These visceral physical pulls you feel toward things are the universe's way of showing that those things are the right decision. The gut is black and white. It doesn't know maybe. You'll either feel yes, I want it, or if you're not meant to do it, you can feel anything from strongly repelled to just meh. And then it goes on to talk about if something lights you up when you first come across it, that's your way of knowing you're meant to be doing it. So I remembered that course because I was editing that podcast episode and was like, well, maybe while I'm between jobs, because like at that time I didn't have time. I was working that chaotic job and I just did not have time to be working on a digital offer. But now I do. And I was like, where's that sticky note? Oh, I freaking threw it away. Great. Okay. Well, maybe that's a sign that I don't need to be working on that right now. And then this pops up into my email inbox this morning. And I was like, that's interesting. But I was like on the way to take Desi out. I didn't really give it much thought after that. And then I came in to my office to find something on my laptop and remembered it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take a look. And yeah, here we are. So it's very interesting to see, like, it's like the universe is like sending me these things to say that when something I'm thinking about is in alignment with where I'm supposed to go, it will manifest. And I can use that as my compass to guide me on the way that I should take in order to get where I wish to be. Oh, hi, Desi. So I am really excited to dive into this. Hey, Cootie. There we go. Hey, Cootie. Hey, Cootie. I'm not really letting her kiss on me right now, just in case what my partner had was Noro. I'm like not kissing on her or letting her kiss on me, and she hates it. I'll be able to give her kisses again soon. Yeah, I will. I know you've missed your kisses. I know you have. I know you've missed your kisses. She actually put her paw on my trackpad and it moved. Oh, what was I saying? It's so interesting to see how things fall together when you've been doing the deep work and seeking alignment, and it starts to manifest. Like, I used to think that law of attraction and like all of those things was BS. But in the last year, I've really come to understand, no, it's not. And learning my human design and like so many different things, learning who I truly am and deciding to take the difficult steps on a difficult journey to rediscover who I truly am, to unbecome the things that trauma caused me to become, that unhealthy people, toxic situations, all of those curveballs, those storms, those traumatic things that my life has been so full of. I was never meant to be chaos. But I have been chaos for so long. And it's only been in the last 6 months that I came to understand that and have been working through the trauma and the chaos to let go of it. And now I'm beginning to see my true identity rising to the surface. So first it's about unbecoming, and then it's about stepping into and becoming. It's so nice to be able to share this with you guys. Like, I think one day I'm going to look back on these videos and go, wow, she was on the cusp of all of these things. And I'm going to look back and I'm going to see how the things I'm doing now got me to where I'll be in the future. And being able to share it with you all is so special and precious to me. So thank you. And I hope it's encouraging. Let me know in the comments where you're at with all of this. If this resonates with you, I would love to know. So I'm going to dive in. Slack is down, so I can't work on some tasks that my friend sent me. But that was what prompted me to look at all of this and dive into this. So, I can't be too angry about it as long as I can meet my deadline and get those things done today. So I'm going to start the course. I've got my notebook ready to go. And I will check back in probably later this afternoon. Time for an afternoon check-in. It is almost 4 p.m. and we went over and grabbed groceries. I only needed a couple things, so it was pretty quick. And then came back and got some urgent tasks done for my friend. I had to get a few of her clients' workbook tasks done. So that was fun, and I love it because I get to do design, but then it's always a different project. They're always small things, like design a worksheet, make a workbook pretty, things like that. And it's always pretty quick and different every time, so like keeps things fresh, and it's a little extra income, so that's fun. So I got those done, made a loom walking through a few things that need to be changed on their end, and now I am going to get back to my little course that I'm doing that I talked about earlier. I've gotten to a part in the course where I have to figure out what I want to do, and they recommend taking the 3 options that you've come up with and journaling through it to see what feels like the best option. So I thought, why not turn this into a little journal sesh here in the vlog? It's been a minute since we had one, so why not? So if you would like to join me, go ahead and grab your journal and your favorite pen or marker or whatever you like to write with. All of the above, maybe some stickers. I don't know if you're like more of a, I don't know, fancy schmancy journaler. But yeah, go ahead and grab all your stuff. If you don't want to, I'll put the timestamp here so that way you can skip ahead in the vlog. But otherwise, let's get to it. I'll put on some lo-fi and we can just kind of hang out. was a really good journal session. I hope that yours was awesome too. I did a little bit of, I don't even know what you call it. It's not vision boarding, but it's basically just looking at all of the things that I am beginning to pour into now and looking forward to where I would like for them to go. So like, with this channel, where do I wish for this to go? With my digital product, where would I like for that to go? With my design studio, like all of these things that I am feeling the need to begin planting seeds for. When I look forward, where have they gotten to? Where have they grown? Where have I grown? Where am I living? What am I doing? So anyway, it was very interesting because it's like I looked forward and was able to see how everything that I am doing right now will fit together to build the life that I want. And this is only the stuff that I've thought about. There's still so much more that I haven't even imagined or dreamed up yet. So this is really it was just one of those moments where I felt it. I felt it's really hard to put into words actually. I felt the eventuality that doing what I'm doing right now will become these things that I imagined. I don't know. That's the best way I can. It's so hard to put into words. It really is. I just saw it. I saw it and I knew that if I don't give up, if I am centered and balanced and diligent with the things that I believe I need to be doing, then it's going to manifest. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, I am gonna work a little bit more on this course and see where that takes me. I didn't actually end up journaling about the digital offer thing for the course, but that's okay because this was honestly even more powerful. And I got to looking at the course workbook, and there's actually a place to journal, or journal it out in there. So I think I'll do that. So I'll type that out and work on that. And then by then it'll probably be dinner time. So I'll probably put some dinner in and work on my novel for a bit, which I've been really enjoying in the evenings, just working on my novel. Yesterday I did some more idea building and kind of putting together the next few plot points of where I really want things to go. And I'm really excited. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun. So anyway, I'm going to get to it, and I think I should be able to check back in again this evening. Just had some dinner and watched a bit of the Taylor Swift Eras concert on Disney Plus, and it was so nice. I love, it's so long that I can watch for 30 minutes with dinner or something and just kind of enjoy one of the eras, or two in this case. Just love it. It's so good. I really, really, really hope I can see it in real life. It's on my life list. I don't think I've really talked about that in any of my blogs. I read the book A Happy Pocket Full of Money last year, and they talk about having a life list. Basically, all the things, big and small and everything in between, that you desire in life, and you make a list and you keep it and you look at it regularly and add things to it and all that. And I decided, I was like, well, I'm gonna make a Notion for this. So I created a Notion template for it based off of the book. And one of the things that I put on there was to see the Eras Tour live. So yeah, that's one of my things. But I am so proud of myself. I made quinoa for the first time, and it turned out perfectly. I am so excited. I made that and some salmon and had that on lettuce, like some romaine lettuce. So I had a quinoa salmon salad with a little bit of gluten-free panko on top, just for a little bit of crunch. It was so good. It was filling. It was well-rounded, very nutritious and healthy. And oh my goodness, I am still full. And it wasn't that difficult either. So there's a restaurant that I love to go to here. And they used to have the most amazing quinoa salmon plate. And they changed the quinoa to, what was it? They changed it to something that I can't have now. I think it's like some kind of pasta. Like orzo? I don't know. They changed it to something else that I cannot have. And they don't actually have the quinoa at all. So you can't even like, I couldn't like hack and get like an order of quinoa and the salmon fillet. Like they don't have it at all anymore. And it made me so sad because I loved their quinoa. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to get some and make it. And I got a bag of it like last fall at Aldi. And then I never made it. So here we are like 6 months later. And I finally did it. And it was so easy. It was so good. So quinoa is going to be in my rotation now for dinners, especially because it added so much good flavor to the salad. Like right now, I cannot have pretty much any dressings. Definitely no vinaigrette because of the histamine stuff. Even my plant-based ranch dressing was kind of turning my stomach, even though it doesn't have any lactose. So I'm not sure what that was. So I've basically just stopped having salads because it's like without something on it. But last week we ate out and went to, it's kind of like, it's similar to Moe's. It's a different place, but it's similar to Moe's where you go in, you tell them what you want. And so I got a lettuce bowl with white rice and grilled chicken, and that's it. Like literally grilled chicken, rice, and lettuce. And because the chicken was so flavorful and the rice was so flavorful, it was really good. So I thought, okay, you know what, I'm gonna try that but with quinoa. So I did, and it was actually quite good. Is it as good as having something with dressing and, you know, like some nuts and seeds and what else, like, you know, all the yummy like croutons? No, it wasn't as good, but it was still good. And with my very limited diet, it was something that I can make easily, that doesn't hopefully mess with my digestion. I've had quinoa before and it's been fine, but it also, like, I'm not having any kind of histamine flare up. So anyway, rambles are over. I was just really excited. I was so excited. And I had to share. So that has been my evening. I worked a little bit more on the course and then I just got really, really tired. So I went and lay down and then got enough energy to make dinner. Did the dishes, emptied the dishwasher, cleaned the kitchen, folded laundry. Like I did quite a bit. So now I'm like, oh, I'm full and I'm very tired. I've got a little bit of a headache. So I think I'm going to crack open a Dr. Pepper and sip on that to see if I can get that under control. Because I really, really, really want to work on my novel. It's not even 8:30. So if I can work on this until like 9 and then shower, do Desi stuff for the night, kind of get in bed and be winding down around 10:30, maybe read for a bit, that would be really cool. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I'm gonna take a look at where I left things off in my novel and see what I'm feeling. I think I mentioned it earlier, but last night I did a lot of ideating, jotting things down, just kind of like, where do I want to go? What's going to happen next? And I'm actually really excited about some stuff that's coming up. So I think it'll be fun to write. But yeah, I'm going to dive in. And I guess I'll leave today off right here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope it was fun, even though it was kind of a low-key home day. Yeah. I will see you tomorrow. Well, hello there. It's lunchtime, and I'm only just actually grabbing my camera to vlog. I got a very slow start today, and I mean, I got some things done and everything, but it was just very slow, just kind of chill, which was nice. Felt really tired, and so I just hung out with Desi, and yeah, very slow morning. So yeah, I have my lunch and was about to sit down and work on my course, and the internet went down. And Charter says that there is an outage reported that should be resolved by 3 p.m. and it's 1. So I'm like, really? I got a slow morning and it was nice, and then I get my lunch and I'm ready to sit down and work on my course and the internet goes out. Like, oh my god, the timing. The timing. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I could work on my novel, but that's not very conducive to eating because I have to type. I don't know. Maybe I could brainstorm. I don't know. So that is how my day is going so far. Was nice and chill, now frustrating. I think part of it is I'm just hangry. So I'm going to figure out something to entertain me while I eat. It might sound kind of weird, but I've always felt like I enjoyed meals better, or like ate better. I don't know how to describe it. When I had like something going on, like a TV show, or, you know, doing something like outside stimulation. And then I was learning about my human design last year, and that is actually part of my human design, like my digestive type. Like I digest better when I have like stimulation, like in a busy place, you know, people watching, listening to people, watching something on TV, that kind of thing. So it's legit. So now when I eat, I pretty much always have something going on. And yeah, anyway, so I'm going to figure out something that I can do without internet. Have my lunch, and I don't know, maybe I'll read, maybe I'll work on my novel. Unfortunately, that course is not downloadable, so there's not really anything I can do with that. But hopefully the internet will be back on before 3 so I can work on it. But anyway, I'm going to let you go, and I'll check in later. Just did a bunch of writing. I'm so excited. I wrote almost a whole chapter. It's been really fun to kind of grow the cast of characters. My main character is in a port city, a magical port city, where she has made a lot of connections over the years. And not all of them are human. So it's been a lot of fun to kind of explore more of the world and kind of get to know some of the different people that she knows, and figure out like what kind of relationships she has with people. And yeah, so I had a lot of fun. Dinner was good. I actually ended up watching Harry Potter today while the internet was out. I started Prisoner of Azkaban and finished it with dinner, so that was fun. So yeah, it's time to take Desi out, shower, get ready for bed. Tomorrow is going to be an early morning. I have to have her at the vet for her dental cleaning at 8. I'm feeling really anxious about it. I'm really trying to just believe that she'll be fine and they won't find anything like scary, that the anesthesia will go well, and I will be able to bring her home tomorrow afternoon, a little groggy, but otherwise in good shape. So I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do, because usually like drop off is 8 a.m. and then usually her pickup isn't until like 2 or 3 p.m., sometimes even later. So I'm trying to figure out, because my partner will be at work. So it's like, do I want to come back here? Like, the idea of being here without Desi is always like really depressing. Like, it's really hard to be here without her, even when my partner's like off work and we're hanging out or something, and I don't feel so lonely. But he'll be at work, so it's like, I don't know. It's going to be really, really early, and I'm not sure if my favorite cafe would be open that early. So it's like, okay, do I take my laptop with me and park somewhere to write, or do I come back here? So yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. We got this. It's going to be okay. She's going to be okay. I'll be back home with her tomorrow before I know it. Trusting. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a night here, and I will pop in tomorrow as I can. Well, we skipped straight to Saturday, but Desi is home. She's doing really well. She's just still a bit fussy because her mouth is going to be tender for a couple of days. And then, you know, all the poking and prodding that had to happen before they did the anesthesia and everything. So she's kind of tender and very tired still, a little fussy, but she's doing really well. She just wants to be held constantly and loved on, which I don't blame her after the day she had yesterday. Just a bit much. But we slept last night. She got some good rest. So definitely doing better today, and she had a full meal. So we are on the mend. But yesterday was just basically constant anxiety and exhaustion. So I did not record at all. I thought about it a few times and was like, no, that's really not the energy I want to bring to this vlog. So I decided to spare you guys. Plus, I ended up I left my camera here when I left because I thought I was going to be coming back, and I thought, you know, maybe I can vlog, you know, doing stuff around the house. I ended up feeling so that I did not come back until I brought her home. So I was gone from 7:30 a.m. to about 6 p.m. So very tired, but I basically dropped her off and then went to the car wash, filled up on gas, went by the grocery store for a couple things, just hung out, and then parked at a cafe for a few hours and tried to work on my novel. I got a little bit done, but I was too just like to really do a whole lot. And then I got some work done on a freelance project that came through. So after that, I got lunch and went and sat by the lake. And then by then my partner was off work, so we went over to Best Buy because he wanted to look at mechanical keyboards for his gaming setup. So we spent a while over there looking around, and then we went down to a little coffee shop that's nearby. We walked because it was a gorgeous day, so we ended up walking quite a bit yesterday. Went over to a coffee shop and grabbed a snack, and then he was like, well, I think I want to go ahead and get that keyboard I like, so we went back to Best Buy. Yeah, just happy to have her home and have that over with, and to have a plan in place so that her teeth stay happy and healthy moving forward. So anyway, just wanted to pop in. It's been a really slow morning. I'm just going to be hanging out all day with Desi because she's very clingy. So it's a beautiful day again. I thought about going up and walking by the lake, but I'm not going to leave her. She would be too upset. So I'll just do chores and hang out and have it be a chill weekend. I think I'm going to go have some lunch and give her some extra snuggles. So I'll catch you later. Wanted to pop back in because I am just diving into Minami Lane. And oh my gosh, it is so cute. I am literally just starting it. And the character says, I'm sure having a boba cafe here will transform it into a vibrant neighborhood. And that just made me so happy. Let me see if I can. Which way do I go? There we go. Like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I am already loving this. I had just gotten it on Steam on sale. And then I was watching Cozy K's 2024 favorite gaming roundup. And she was talking about it. I was like, okay, well, that's my sign that I need to go ahead and start it. Because I wasn't going to today. I was going to just like hang out in bed and play PS5. But I thought, no, I'm going to start this. So I pulled Desi's little blanket and put it on my desk. So she is all cozy over here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this for a while and then have lunch. But I just had to share because the boba cafe just like tickled me so much. So, oh, that's my reminder to make lunch, but I'm not ready yet. So anyway, I will catch up with you later.